Good morning from Ghana. My name is Frederick Ogbebor, TBCian, the leader in the TBC community. This is my 24/7 broadcast on TBC. With me in the office, we're trying to create like a panel, or we're looking at the situation where we can bring in people from outside to have discussions with us. But in the office today, I have some of my sales team and partners. Yes, I'm meeting some of them for the first time. I knew. So I would like them to introduce themselves one after the other, and make sure you see yourself before you talk. Okay? Yeah, tell us your name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Inshira.
Pardon me?
Inshira.
Inshira, okay. You're welcome.
I'm Beggar.
Bida, okay.
My name is Rachel.
Rachel.
I'm Sawa.
Sawa.
I'm Benedict.
Hi, Ben.
That is Ben. Okay, you're all welcome to my 24/7 broadcast. It's been a while. Basically, the broadcast is designed for the builders, right? For 30 minutes. Basically, this is part of the product that we'll be selling. So we need to know how we conduct ourselves and what is going on in the community. You understand? So there are two types of members. We have the broadcasters and the basic members in TBC. TBC is crypto money. I even did a presentation on that. I don't know if you were in my presentation, right? Just 2 days ago. Yeah. Today I'm going to go through the blog post. We're going to share some of the current blog posts by the admin. TBC is money. Okay. TBC is money. We had a leadership meeting on Monday where we discussed a lot of wonderful stuff. It's a global meeting, so people are listening from all, so you just understand.
Okay.
Where we discussed a lot of stuff, but our focus was on the way your mindset, the mindset of a television. You know, because we are looking at the system of ending poverty. How do we end poverty? That's the biggest problem today in the world, poverty. Unemployment, right? A big problem. And you are blessed to be here today because your mind, even though it's 30 minutes, but after the meeting, I'm going to take you guys through a lot of stuff. How do we end poverty? What is the solution to unemployment? Jobs. Yeah. What? Benedicta said jobs. Benedicta, can you tell us what you meant by how can jobs, having a job, solve the problem of poverty? I think I should bring this here so that they can see your face. It's going to be interactive. I really want to see your participation.
Okay. I said jobs because if you are working and earning, you should be able to afford your basic needs and even that of those who look up to you. That way, you are not just solving your own problems, but you are in a way helping others because you have a job, you are earning income.
Okay, I love that. Do you support that idea? Does anybody have something different from what she said? I think that's true. That's beautiful. If you have a job, then definitely you can do a lot to alleviate the problems around yourself first. Take care of your basic needs, your housing, and your food. clothing and all that. Yeah, but the jobs are not there.
You can create.
She said, what? Can you say something?
You can create.
You can create the jobs. Okay. Does anybody agree with her? If you are, do you agree with her that you can create the job?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can create these jobs instead of looking for jobs. Yeah, basically, we are in a live broadcast, so it's a global live broadcast, and on TBC, which is basically my updates on TBC. It's a daily broadcast, so I do this maybe now. It used to be 3 times in a week, but I'll do this once. But we have this broadcast every day globally. About 48. We're looking at 1 million broadcasters. 1 million broadcasters in the community. Basically, you can only have we only have 48 slots in a day. Then we also have backup. We have backup broadcasters. So 48 times 2, we're looking at 90 something, right? 90 what? 96 broadcast every day. When people talking about TBC, if you go to our testimonial site, we have over 20,000 videos of people from all over the world sharing their experience about TBC. The Indian, Pakistan, all those interesting languages. Then we have a blog. You know, the Bible of TBC is the blog. Can somebody say the Bible of TBC is what? The blog. See, just the way the Bible is, you know, your life manual, right? Our life manual is the Bible, it's the Word of God, whether you believe it or not. So the blog is the source of truth, the right source of information for TBC. So we have the blog, we have the technology. The first cryptocurrency was Bitcoin. So I did something, you know, there's a contest in the community, you know, where everyone is required to design a toolbox. So let me share my screen. And there, I did something. I put up a presentation, you know, as part of the contest. So maybe when you're in, you just go vote for me. Okay, I'm in my back office. I want to show you what I did. Basically, the toolbox is, you know, like a box for easy education, easy access to tools that will help you grow in the community. You understand? Maybe a fast start way to making money today. We have these various tools created by people all over the world. You know what I mean? So there's a contest for that. I put up a PowerPoint presentation because I believe if you're gonna make progress in anything, you need to be properly educated, right? Okay, now this is my PowerPoint presentation. So the whole world is watching and you're also watching. So I wanted to project it on the screen, but I can't do that now. I'll have to do it this way. Okay, maybe you come this way. This is the presentation I put together for the community. Presentation I put together for the community. So I'm going to go through the presentation for you. I'm sure that is not true. You won't have accurate understanding of how the Billion Coin works. The Billion Coin TBC, it was launched in March 21st, 2016. At the initial price was 1 tenth of a cent. That's like 1 cent per coin, like Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was created, you could get 1,309 Bitcoin for $1. So that means if you had invested $100 in Bitcoin when it was created, you would have had about 130,000 worth of Bitcoin. 130,000 worth of Bitcoin. December last year, Bitcoin got $20,000. We talk money here, okay? Be free. See? Be free. This place is a place of love. You know, we say sharing, caring, and what? Helping. We know the problem in society. We are here to help. Okay? Because what everyone, everything you need, okay? You have to have an open mind. Doesn't matter the challenge you've gone through before. Okay? Yes. When you come here, this is the last bus stop. I get in the car going. I'll show you businesses that you can start with now. We have the best technology here. Okay? We have the best system here. So I've been doing this for years. I've never worked for anybody in my life. But I've had people work for me. I've always created jobs for people.
So I bought Bitcoin $30, but I'm not earning.
Yeah, we're here to teach you how to earn. Okay? Teach you how to do business here. Teach you how to be an entrepreneur. Teach you how to be who you want to be. Okay? How are you? What's your name again? Sewa. Okay. So what is currency? It is the system of which money is formed or created. Currency. Currency flows. A system of flow of creating that value is called currency. What is money? So money is the value or price formed or created in a currency. Like today you say, this is 1 Ghana cedi. What is that value? What can it buy? Okay, this is 10 Ghana cedi. What can it buy? What can it buy next year? What can it buy in 10 years? See on me. So money is supposed to be a store of value. Say store of value.
Store of value.
That's what money is. Store of value. Restore of value. I remember when I came to Ghana in 2008. We started our business in 2009. $1 was going. $1 was going for 1 cedi, 20 peso. Today it is 4 cedi, 70 peso or whatever. Even Bitcoin is 5 Ghana cedi, $5. So your money has lost value. See, it's terrible. That's what we're doing. That's what cryptocurrency is doing. We're talking about a value that is sustainable. If it was $1,000 2 years ago, that value should transcend to today. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we say, what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency, digital currency in which inscription techniques are used to regulate the generation of units of currency and verify the transfer of funds, operating independently of a central bank. Our biggest problem today in the world is third party. Say third party.
Yeah.
Third party is our biggest problem. See? That's the banks. The banks are made up of third party. Third party was created to solve the problem of trust. Say trust. Trust. So if I don't want to do business with you, I don't know whether you have the money or whether you have the goods, and I need a bank to stand in for us. So I'll send the money to the bank. The bank will verify that you are real, and they'll send the money to you to avoid double spending. See, and to be sure that you are the right person. So they don't do that for free. They don't do that for free. So you pay commission. Sometimes you want to send $100, you're paying 50 CD or 30 CD. It doesn't make sense. That's the reason why we're broke. That's the reason there's poverty. So the cryptocurrency has removed the bank by introducing what? A technology. In the place of a bank, we have what? A technology. Inscription technology. What does it do? It's an open ledger. Banking is about ledgers, money that was, credit money here, you debit it here, you balance the account and all that. You want to be sure, just to be sure that there's no double spending. So the blockchain is a blockchain technology. The blockchain technology has solved that problem. Solved that. Number one, the transactions are irreversible. Can't reverse it. But two, it is immutable. You can't change it. You can't block it. You can't confiscate it. Are you listening to me now? Operating independently of a central bank. Now, decentralized cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin now provide an outlet for personal wealth that is beyond restriction and confiscation. That's a big problem. Restriction. You want to do business with somebody in the US. you know the challenges that goes with it. Then confiscation. Maybe you did something and maybe someone doesn't like you in government. They can come after you, come after your money. Confiscation. People are scared. They're scared to create money. They're scared to make money. You want to make money, you're afraid. I have a lot of it. I might lose it. That's what we're for today. Now we have decentralized system. Decentralized systems, financial network is, a system where everyone own the network. The network belongs to all of us. Are you get what I'm saying now? It does not have a central point.
It's bus station. The bus station.
A central location. There's no central location like an office. So those are learning center. Those are learning center. We have an office. Bank of Ghana, an office. Are you get what I'm saying? There's no office. There's nobody. You cannot say, you cannot hold this person responsible for the. No. It's a network. It is people's money. There are three kinds of money according to Robert Kiyosaki. We have God's money, gold and silver. We have government money, fiat, paper money. Then we have people's money, cryptocurrency. Are you getting what I'm saying? This is our own money. Our own money. It is decentralized. This is decentralized network. A centralized network is an example is a bank. We put our money there, But should anything happen to the bank or they lose our money, what happen? We're all dead. See. So yes, like the banks which collapsed. Unibank. In fact, the banks collapsed in 1970. The major collapse that occurred before recently was in 2007, where they had to bail them out. They had to bail them out. And today they are owing over 6 times what they even gave them. So the banks cannot provide the solution we need with our money. We talk about the history of money. Of course, money started as a trade by barter. If you have corn, I have gari, we exchange it, like that. We have feathers, shells, beads, and all that. This led to precious metals and gems. From there, we have paper money. From precious metals. Then the issue of theft came. Robbers were attacking those that have precious metals. Okay, they now had to give their money to the blacks, the goldsmiths. So the goldsmiths will keep your gold and give you an IOU. You understand? Like a paper, a document to show that you have this amount of gold with him. So you can take that document to buy things and do stuff. And the banks saw that and took advantage of that system. But it didn't work for them. So they had to go, use their way of control, and they removed the gold standard. So normally you were supposed to go back to the bank, exchange if you have 20 Ghana cedi, you could go walk to the bank and exchange it for gold. But that was removed in 72 because when the people began to go back for their gold reserve began to deplete. So US lost over 30%.
What they are doing is like they are giving out gold, or what are they doing?
Well, men's gold and every other investment you have out there, it's a Ponzi scheme. This is live YouTube. Everybody can hear it in the whole world. It's a Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme is a scheme that does not have a future. You know what I mean? Just like what the banks are doing. The banks, you give them 100 Ghana cedi, they will keep 10 Ghana cedi and take loan out 90 cedis and create money from nowhere. That's what they are doing. Have you seen anybody they've given gold to?
So that gold card or bar,
are they really giving you gold? Have you ever seen the real gold? No. All those are lies. All those are lies.
The commercials they've been doing on TV, that's what they show.
Listen, all these things are lies. But the system needs these investments for people to survive. I get what I'm saying. Yeah. The system needs this investment for people to survive. So they could be trading. Because basically what the bank does is trading. You can trade.
I think he wants to do it like a bank, but he's not openly doing it.
Yeah, you can't do things like that openly, because if you do it openly, can it show you the gold? Can it show you the activities? Can they show you how they create the money? What they show you just numbers and tell you stories to keep the system flowing, because the government needs it to create money. Look at the microfinance bank now. They're asking them to recapitalize with $500,000. Now these people don't have money. They have assets, lands, properties here and there, but nobody is buying. We have to be sincere with ourselves. So the gold standard was removed in 76, 75, since I was born in 1976, to solve that problem. Oh, sorry. So trading is between two people, member to member. If I like your bag, wow, I like this bag. What is the value? I pay and I go. There's always need. Maybe you need this person has this, and you have that. That's basically what it is. Everything on earth is basically a currency. I can call it a currency. Everything is a currency. Your house is a currency. Your car is a currency. Sorry, we are on a live broadcast. Your house is a currency. Even farmers, their crop is what? Money. So basically everything is money. If Toyota should manufacture a million cars today, it's what? Money. Everything is what? Money. But you need two people to agree. It's not an issue of three parties. Two. If I like the car, I pay for it, right? If I like the house, I exchange what I have, right? That's what life is about. So then, Bitcoin was created after the banks failed in 2007. That's when Bitcoin was created. We used to have it was also a centralized system. Very good, but the government went after the creator of that system and was shut down.
But from my inquiries, I found out Bitcoin can only be used to buy items online. I don't know how true it is.
Well, that when you say buy items online, that's if you can buy items online with Bitcoin, then that's the best money. Can you buy items online with your land? Can you buy items online with your laptop? Say, this is my laptop, I want to buy this stuff. So that's the best money. So if you can buy items online with Bitcoin, that means you can buy anything with Bitcoin. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's education, it's learning center.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin was created to solve that problem of centralization. That's the biggest for third party. That problem of centralization, But Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency. When you design something to disrupt the current system, you have to design something that looks like what they know. So Bitcoin was designed for the markets. They embraced it because they know they could manipulate the markets. The market is about demand and supply. See, so you have people, and you have the ones that have the most money, right?
Yeah.
If I have the most money, I can buy at the market, right? Yeah. So they were happy, they embraced it. But that did not still solve the problem. Even though Bitcoin created a lot of millionaires, but Bitcoin is still very scarce. Bitcoin still cannot solve the problem. Bitcoin got to 20,000 and it dropped to almost now, it came to 6,000 something. That's a lot of money lost. That means they can still manipulate it, even though it is better than the banks. Why is it better than the banks? It cannot be confiscated. There's no restriction. Like you can pay online, you can do business online. If there's a business in Japan that you want to do, you can just pay now and you get everything you need from that system. That's the power of what we're talking about. That's technology. The creator of Bitcoin is called Satoshi Nakamoto. Nobody knows. It's a pseudonym. Maybe it's a group of people. Nobody don't really know them. So the man created it and dropped it online and said, "This is the future of money." And that was how he said, "Let there be Bitcoin." Then he dropped the white paper, and that was how Bitcoin was developed. You can see the history of Bitcoin. The first exchange. Yes, I wish I could get the first exchange of Bitcoin and to where we are today. First blockchain was created in January 3rd, 2009. The first blockchain transaction happened between Satoshi and Efine by the 12th of January 2009. So you have 10,000 BTC was spent on one pizza in the first real world Bitcoin, first trade. Somebody purchased, exchanged his pizza, $50 worth of pizza for $10,000. So 10,000 Bitcoin. Can you imagine that? What's that? 10,000 multiplied by 6.5, 6,500. See what that, you can see the amounts that translate in today. So the history are all there, Now there comes the billion coin, TBC. The billion coin is the first abundant-based cryptocurrency. The elites, they put out this advert long ago. I don't know. I don't really know the date, but long ago, even before the cryptocurrencies were created, they knew that the paper money was phasing out. They knew. Look at the logo, you can see the paper money bunny. Yeah. See a paper money bunny, and they wrote, "Get ready for a world currency." So what's their plan? Their plan was to crash the system. That's what they do. to create a problem through the people. They make you fight yourself. You know what I mean? The unrest we have going on in Africa, like in Nigeria and other places today. They create it, they incite it. They have the money to do all those things. And when the system crashes, they say, we have a solution. This is the solution. That's how they control over stuff. So before they did that, the billion coin was created. Bitcoin is BTC, billion coin is TBC. Yeah, I believe that the creators knew that this problem would be there. The Bitcoin itself was created for the markets. Can you see that now? But they knew that the market cannot really sustain us, even though that is what the banks use to create money today. See, the little traders are losing money. 90% of the traders lose money in the forex market. 90%. So only the banks and few smart guys. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the billion coin was designed to solve that problem of fluctuation, that problem of markets. The billion coin is not in the market. It cannot be manipulated. It's people money. But the design of the formula, what is the formula? I said the formula of the ultimate price of the billion coin is 1 grain of gold multiplied by the total number of verified members within the community. So instead of demand and supply determining the price of the coin, we rather determine the price. When you join the community, you add a grain of gold to the price of the coin. If the price was, say, 10,000 today, when you join the following day, you're adding a grain of gold. So if it was 10,000 grain yesterday, today it will be 10,001 grain of gold. That is the price of the coin. So TBC, you look at the.
So it doesn't depreciate.
It doesn't depreciate. So in fact, according to the agreements, it has been agreed that the price of the value of this coin will never go down. It will rather go up in price. It will never go down. It will rather go up in price. Does that make sense? So you can actually keep that 1,000 and keep it for years for your children to use. You're not afraid that it will lose value tomorrow. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we learning something? Hello? Are we learning something? Okay. Now we have the kringle coin because now we have over 3 million, 3.3 or 3.2 million people, members in the community, which means that the price of one coin is 3.3 million grain of gold per coin. So which is over $8.2 million. 8.2 million. Yeah, the billion coin. 1 billion coin today is 8.2 million.
Wow.
It has 3.2 million grains of gold.
Wow.
Yeah, Baba. Doing the live broadcast. You're welcome. Yeah, Baba, sit down. Please, yeah. You were going to say something now. I was waiting for you. So because the price of billion coin is so high, so we have just the way you have pesos and Ghanaian cedis, we have the kringle cash. Say kringle cash.
Kringle cash.
Kringle coin. So the kringle coin is the smallest unit of the billion coin today. And one kringle coin, it's about $8. So the price of the coin, of the billion coin, is pegged with what? Grain of gold. It is, we didn't say it is backed by gold, pegged on gold. So when the price of gold has been very stable. See, over the years, it's just there. That is, the elite kept it like that. so that people don't, go for it. You know what I mean? But they kept it there and it has been very, very stable over the years. So basically, the idea behind maybe you just can you put that? The idea behind this is that we are more valuable than gold. We are more valuable than a pile of rock. You know what I mean? So when you come into the community, you know you're valuable. You've added a grain of gold to the price. Valuable. You don't have anything to lose, but everything to gain. You can achieve your dream. You can do anything you want to do with this opportunity. You can do anything you want to do with this opportunity. See, I've never worked for anybody before. Never. I make money in my house. I make money when I'm sleeping. I make money when I'm working. It's a system. I can teach you all those things.
I saw something online. I want to post.
Okay.
Okay. But I don't know.
We have so many things people review. This is not. I think this is not the source of information. Okay. Yeah. For everything on earth. Let me tell you. When people don't understand something, they call it a scam. I told you there are three. I said, what's the scam? What is a Ponzi scheme? What is a sustainable system? We have a scam, Ponzi scheme, and a sustainable system. A scam is when you exchange something for nothing. When I tell you this thing is this, send me this money, I will give you this thing, then I disappear. You don't get that. That's scam. You need to understand what I'm saying. And now we have a lot of scammers everywhere. Even girls are also in it. So that's meaning of scam. So what is scam in you buying something? You know what I'm saying? Then we have a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme, like I said, Goldman's Gold is a Ponzi scheme. It doesn't have a future. Anything that doesn't have a future is called a Ponzi scheme. No future. May have good intention, but no future. Like the banks is a Ponzi scheme. It doesn't have a what? Future. Like the government, they are Ponzi schemes. They don't have future, but they will have to force the future or do it right. It's just a fact. So do you get that now? So the right place to get information is the blog. I said it, that was the first thing I said. I said where? The blog. If you want to know about who you are as a person, the Bible. You're not going to look at what somebody is saying online and say, "Oh, because you don't have money in your pocket, so you are nobody," or because you came from this tribe, then you are from the minority, or because your color skin is like this, then you don't have anything to say. No. What should define you? The Bible. The Bible. So the blog is your true source of information. Now, we want to look at the world. The world in 2016. In 2016, 2% of the population, the global population, controls 98% of our wealth. By 2017, the figure changed to 1%. Today, 1% of the population controls 99% of our wealth. Does that make sense? Sometimes you don't know the extent of the damage. Doesn't make sense, but you don't really know how. I want to show you. We said the elite, the elite plan. Who are the elites? The elite, they call them the cabal. Very few people, they control the banks, they control the government. Can you imagine? They control the banks, they control the government, they control your educational system. It's not by accident that 1% of the people have 99% of all the wealth today. This is the root cause of poverty in the world in 2016. Make that 99, you and I we managed to live on only 1% of all the money that exists. We managed to live on 1% of all the money that exists. 99% of us woefully inadequate. Talk about the global inequality. We want to look at global inequality, the damage. Let's say we divide everybody into 5 portions. We have the poorest, second, the third, the fourth, and the richest. that's the chart. You can't even see the poorest on the charts. Talk less of the second, the third, the fourth. So the richest control 94%. Among the richest, only 2% of the richest, 2% of the richest control actually everything. 2%. Now, how did it happen? The global wealth of the world is estimated to be 223 trillion. Have you got to know that? The global wealth of the world is 223 trillion. Now, let us look at, let's say we have, let us assume the red, let the red represent the wealthy countries, right?
Yeah.
And this blue, poorest country, the richest and the poorest, richest and the poorest. So this is the richest, this red is richest, and this is what? Poorest. 200 years ago, the richest countries were 3 times richer than the poorest. 3 times, 200 years ago. About 100 years ago, they became 35 times richer. Are you listening? Today, 80 times. That's you and I. 99% of us, we are here. See, how can we survive this? This is fact. Now, the richest countries say they are helping us. Want to see whether they are really helping us. They say they give us $130 billion every year to support us. Meanwhile, we pay them 900 billion annually. Huh? She want to ask a question? I can see.
Know why it happens that way.
Why it happens that way? That's what I'm explaining to you now. That's what I'm explaining to you now. They say they help us, they support us every year with 130 billion. But meanwhile, we pay or service loans and debts that have been paid over and over yearly. 900 billion. That's what they take from our economy.
Even the visa, they will bounce you and take the money.
900 billion. Then we have another 600 billion. They take another 500 billion for trade routes. Totaling 2 trillion every year, taken out of the rich, the poorest countries. 2 trillion. So if you look at this now, who is helping who? 130 billion and 2 trillion.
Who is
Why they created scarcity? They created the debt system where they loan out money for nothing and you keep paying. They know you can't pay the debt, so they want to make you a slave forever. So keep paying that, keep paying that. So when new governments come in, it's okay. They came in and they meant this millions or billions of debts. That's what you owe. And they've been struggling to pay that. The rule must change. Can you say it? The rules must what? Change. How did the elite achieve this? Right? I think it's still part of that, an answer to that your question. Number one, they created artificial scarcity. Number two, they possess great influence over most governments in the world. The government, they cannot fight, they kill it, like Gaddafi and others. They can't control you. Gaddafi said, no, I won't allow you to bring your paper money to collect our oil. If you need our oil, you have to use our gold-backed currency. And the man was taken out. Even in the US, the presidents who supported the gold standards back system were taken out. Really, we were taken out. Kennedy was killed for it. One other president was killed for it. They control the mainstream media, the information you get, they control it. They own the banks. They control our education system. They manipulate all of the markets. I've been trading forex for years. Since 2008, I've been trading forex. Before I became a pro, I lost about $100,000 in forex. Today I'm a pro. But before I got that experience, can you do it? Can everybody do it? How many? Someone can lose 100,000 and commit suicide. Someone can. I remember the first time I lost $10,000. I sat down for 6 hours on the floor. I was thinking about my life. How can I lose $10,000 within a minute? Doesn't make sense. It's a system. Say system. System. Their goal is to have complete control over every man, woman, and child on earth. Their entire system is not just corrupt, it is evil. It is what? Evil. Scarcity only exists in the minds of those that believe in it. Anything you believe is yours. Someone said, if you think you can or you think you can't, it's true. If you think you can, you are right. If you think you can't, you are right. If you believe in scarcity, you are right. If you believe in abundance, you're also what? Right. It's a mindset thing. So if you think there's scarcity, what do? You do everything possible to protect, to fight. There'll be greed. You know what I mean? Maybe you're applying for a job. You can't even go behind and say, can I offer something? Because you want, because of desperation. And even some employers, they take advantage of these things. It's a system. And that was what Jesus brought abundance. And we know that before Christ will come back, abundance would have been established. But say the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of God as the water covers the sea. So that means knowledge would have been everywhere. You know what I mean? The scale would have fallen off our eyes. So the scarcity is so bad. They tell you there's no land. There is no. Look at Accra. Even in East Legon here, to get a house, my house is not far here, Trasacco. I know the cost. I know how much you pay. A place like that, these areas. But all these things it's a system. Because you want to live in a nice environment, you're spending millions.
Just the chamber and the hall going for 400 cities in Accra.
Can you imagine that? 400.
10,000.
That's like 40,000 naira in Nigeria for a room. That was what we pay for a whole 3-bedroom those days. Even today in Nigeria, there are some places you pay 1,000 Ghana for a 3-bedroom, nice house. But it's still too expensive. It's a system. We have low-cost housing. They won't allow it to strike. The elite has colonized the cement industry. It's a system. And that's why we, through TBC now, we are bringing low-cost housing. So members and every other person out there who would like to own his own house, you want to own a 3-bedroom, we can help you. You want to own a duplex, we can help you get one if you're serious. You don't even have to have a password to start. We'll teach you what to do to raise the money. If you can work this system we're showing you today, you will never know lack again in your life. When I started Billion Coin, I think I started with just 2 coins. It was still $250 per coin. But I've sold over $200,000 Billion Coin. And we're just starting. And today I have over, I don't even talk about the coin. It's not about the amount of coin. It's about knowledge. Do you have the knowledge to extract the money? Do you have the knowledge? You can be sitting on wealth, gold, you won't even know, and you're broke. You say, this man died and he has gold here. And he was broke, she was broke. It's a system. So there's abundance everywhere. Just live at this Accra, walk, live at Adenta, you see lands. Go as if you're going, when you're going to Kumasi, you see what? Lands. It's a system. This ECG, you know the cost of ECG today. Meanwhile, in some nations, they even beg you to use power. Because solar energy, we have not even touched the potential of our solar system. Because they know if you do it, it's going to be free. Your power free. You don't need to pay money for power for ECG. Even your internet. But they make it difficult for you. Some nations now, in the next 5 years, will not allow petrol cars or diesel cars again. Only electric cars. But meanwhile, look at Africans. Buhari went to sink over $1 billion in the north looking for oil. You see our problem. It's a system. Some people benefited from that 1 billion. But that 1 billion could have solved some problems, fix some roads. So if you're going to make a difference in this century we are coming into, you must. I am trying to get the right word to. You must be. Let me just say, fed up with the system. You must be obsessed with this system. The system that's created poverty for all of us. You must be obsessed with it. You go out, you have lands, you have vast lands. You are saying there's scarcity. Listen to me. TBC is the first abundance-based money. First abundance-based money is TBC. The goal is to end poverty. Doesn't matter whether it takes 50 years to end poverty. It can, we can end poverty in 1 year. Honestly. But the system, people that are benefiting from the old system, they won't let you. They won't let you. And our people, because of the education and the training and the mindset of scarcity, it don't let them. It don't let them. They still believe you have to get a job before you can survive. They don't know you can create a job in your house. There's a new system I'm coming to educate all of you on. The secret of the banks. What the banks do. Now individuals can't do it. It's free. It's a system. TBC will end poverty globally. I like missions like that. Mission to end poverty. I love it. What was our first product in Ghana? Travel. See that travel? Yeah, we brought travel to Ghana 2013. I was the first person we directed to sign up to travel. And I have about 30,000 members today in travel. So whether I do anything, I do anything, I make money every month. Since 2013, I make over $2,500 every month from travel. I don't have to do nothing. I just make sure I buy the ones I need for the month. Once I buy the amount I need for the month, every other person, whatever they do, I get paid. It's a system. Did I go into trouble because of money? No, I went into trouble because of wellness. Because we don't have money to pay. I just brought my father-in-law. My father-in-law was in Yahoo clinic for 10 days. We spent over 15,000 Ghana cedis. You want to see a doctor like this, 120, 150 Ghana cedis, so 150 or 120. How many people can pay 15,000 Ghana cedis? But meanwhile, the secret of wellness is in the food you eat. If you can just take the right supplement, the right amount of nutrients into your body every day, you will never be sick. That is the way God designed it. God designed our food to heal our body. But the first thing was to take care of that. Okay? Your money. Who should hold your money? Is it the banks? Is it the centralized systems? No. You should have control of your money. You should decide what your money should look like. How will TBC end poverty? Say buy as much TBC as you can today. The value will only go up. That's one way. It's going to end poverty. Buy as much as you can today, because the value will never go down. You know, you have a currency that the value doesn't go down. There are several activities in the we have to tell. You have to, accumulate as much and let your TBC grow. Let's say within 6 months, if you accumulate as much as you can within 6 months, you can start selling like we have done. We have accumulated a lot. That's why today you can sell any amount of billion coin for us, and we'll give 50%. It is there, partnership. If you bring in $100,000 sales today, $50,000 will go into your accounts. If you bring in $10,000 sales now, there's no, you won't get home. Get money right now. We do it here all the time. Our partners who are doing sales, yes, maybe they don't have enough time. When the value of your TBC coin is high enough, hire people to work for you. I can say, let's say you're there, you're here with us, we're working, you're building, you're gathering your own coin, you're learning the business, understanding how it works, you're building your own team, like what we want to do with the housing. We said if you want to get a 3-bedroom, you should be ready to get 30 people within 6 months. 30. If you're going for a duplex, you should be able to get 100 people. 100. Can you get 100 people? Bring in 100 people into your business within 6 months. Can you get 30 people to like a business within 6 months? How would it feel when you have your own house where you don't have to pay any landlord rent again? How does it feel? Even if you're a woman, it gives you a hedge. Seriously. If you're not married, the man will marry you fast. Fast. Maybe you have a guy you like, but he doesn't have a job. You can introduce him to something. Say, come, honey, come. This thing is good. You put your head together and you work it out. You're married. You've solved this emotional problem and money. A lot of problems are solved.
Yeah.
True. Poverty is a disease. It's a disease created by the elite. Now they are pushing an agenda to depopulate the world. They say we are too many. Ebola was not a joke. Now they're talking about clamoring for global, environmental, whatever. It is to pollute the air. That's their plan, brother. If they control you, they can pollute your water, they can pollute the air, they can pollute the food you eat. Why do people go into prostitution? So why should I die when I have my body? That's terrible. That can just destroy the mindset of that person. Look at children on the streets being locked down because of poverty. But the choice is yours. Scarcity or abundance, you have to choose. You have to choose. Billions of dollars of digital money will be distributed by the end of November 2018. Yay! That's what we're doing. We're still in the distribution phase. So for now, you can receive as much as 250 kringles, which is $2,000 worth of free. You can start trading it.
She said she bought $40. Oh, okay.
Free. But you can't get it to your wallet and you have to wait in November before you redeem it. It used to appear in your wallet immediately.
Okay, so immediately you sign up.
Yeah, immediately you sign up, you just get it. But now the system has changed. Every day it's changing. It's even becoming too difficult. You could get a billion coin before. Just
to buy and sign up, you have to wait till December.
November. If you buy, you get it instantly. If you bring in someone to buy now,
Like 4 months.
if you bring in someone to buy now, we'll get it. We can sell to the person immediately from our wallets. You understand? But for the cookies, you have to wait till November. Every transaction in the billion coin create value. If you buy any amount and it is verified, you get, in multiple hundred or minimum $100, anything above 100, you can get that values for that in the billion coin, and that is how it works. We have the broadcasters and the basic members. The broadcasters, are like the leaders. There is no particular leadership. We used to have leadership that has been dissolved. So now the focus is on 1 million broadcasters. So it's called a hydra. So you can't hydra. So you can't hold one person. So this is the leader. No. You cut off one, another one will grow from that spot. So the coin cannot be stopped. Hello? The coin cannot be stopped. So today, if you buy $100 worth of that coin, let's say you buy 100, the power of the business of the system is this. If you buy $100 worth of that coin, you get 100,000 cookies. 100,000 cookies is about $8,000 today. Are you listening? If you buy $100, you can get $8,000 extra as a bonus from the admin. Now we are doing a promo. There's a promotion going on now from June 21st to July 21st this month. Any purchase you make, you actually get 500%. So instead of 8,000 multiplied by 5, is about $41,000 extra. Is what you redeem in November. So it's serious. It's serious. So our focus now is to help people to get as much coin as they can. You can get coin by simply referring people to. If you refer 100 people, listen, this one is beautiful. If you sign up 100 people, you get 10 coin. Are you listening? Are you seeing it now? 10 TBC coin. 8 So is this system, listen, is this system designed to steal, to take away money from you or to give you? It's to give you, you understand me? So where is the scam there? That you know me? Where is the scam there? If you don't want to even buy, say okay, you don't have money at all. You pay your $10 and you get your 25,000 kringles. If you attend the send button meetings, anytime you attend send button meetings, which is every Monday, you get 1 million cookies, which is $80,000 worth of that coin. And anytime you do a broadcast, like what I'm doing now, this is a broadcast. This is what I'm doing now. You know how much do you know how much I'll be paid? This is what I will be paid today. 1 million cookies. You think I'm playing here? I'm not. This what I'm doing is not a joke. I'm going to get 1 million cookies after this broadcast. 1 million cookies, about 80,000. So I used to do it 3 times a week. 3 times 80 every week. It's a lot.
240,000.
The power of the system is that the money stays within. It stays where? Within. They're not sending money to one man in Japan or one man in the US. No, it is within. Within. It is member to member. You cannot buy from outside. You buy from members. You buy from members. Oh, if you don't, how can you have? If you don't have, you're not a member. You can have. Okay.
Yeah.
Members. Young coin. The future of money is here. Thank you. So, thank you. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Then I'll answer a few questions and ask a few of you to tell us what. Sir, this is we have Mr. Isaac in the house, one of our global leader. Mr. Isaac, say hi.
Hi, folks in TBC. How are you today?
Good. So, do you have any questions? I want to see the audience. Say hi.
Hi.
Babe.
Hi.
So, what do you think about the billion coin? That's just a brief, introduction into this. This is huge. What we are doing, what we want to do with billion coin is huge. Huge. We are bringing urbanization, low-cost housing. We want people to be able to get cars with billion coin. When we're negotiating for, we're going out, talk to these car dealers. How do you get people to use the coin or to accept it? You have to do a presentation for them and sign them up, right?
Yeah.
You sign them up. I say, go to the blog, educate yourself. Say, educate yourself. After the education, say, how can I get some? Then I say, okay, you sell cars. Why don't you accept? You can either accept 100% payment or 50% payment if that's what you want. Start from there. Instead of just buying $1 million worth, or let's say $100,000, you can say, okay, my cars, I have cars. I want to bring in people. I want people to patronize me. We have over 110,000 members in Ghana today. was the coin. And the focus is 1 billion people. When 1 billion people accept the coin, the price of the coin will stop and become stable forever. Never go down. The banks create money by lending you money and from trading. I'm going to show you the system of the banking after this. You all are all becoming banks.
Amen.
That's the future of becoming banks. Yeah. Yeah, someone has a question. Please tell us your name and ask your question. Okay, so
we're talking about the Alex. They're controlling almost
99% of everything. Yeah.
Of everything. So having the head of the Bitcoin and the kringle, all that kind of thing. Okay, so why are they not like stopping the system? Like
why have they not stopped us?
Yes, and this TBC that came up with that.
Okay, so I'm going to. Why has the bank not stopped it? I told you about the Liberty Reserve. That was, a centralized system. They went after the creator and shut it down. But this one is decentralized, nowhere, no office, nobody to hold, nobody. You get what I'm saying? They can't control this. So when they cannot control the system, they look for a way to take advantage of the system. Like the bit of the Bitcoin. They drop the price of Bitcoin. Why? Because they want to buy it. That's how they live their life. They are criminals. To drop the price of that asset and buy it up. They create war. When they create war, they sell rumors. And that rumor will create panic and people start selling their assets. And when they sell their assets, they buy up all the assets and ask you to come and buy it from them. That's what they live their life. So that's why they cannot shut this one down. Sarah, is that okay? You asked another question.
And the other question was, apart from the Alex, it was on the.
Yeah, you said, was it created by a community? No, the Bitcoin was created by a pseudo named Satoshi Nakamoto, of course, a human being. You understand? Unknown. Same thing with this one. Was created by call it Chris Kringles. Chris Kringle is unknown, but he has a blog. He there's always he releases a post. That's what we call a blog. There's always a message, guidance on how to conduct ourselves and how we can achieve this every day. It's not a society, okay? It's just a system. Someone who has seen what is happening to us and has designed a solution for that.
I just only have access to it if you are a member.
Yes.
I watched a certain way. A small boy was in house, he created an app, and the app was confusing people just like a game. When you download the app, you have to do what it says. And so just a small boy, people were just somewhere to tell you to go and withdraw money from this ATM and send it to this account. And at the end of it, it was just a little boy. So just a simple app, and people were just following the app, making a lot of money from that app.
Yeah.
So there should be someone there. We can't see the business.
Yeah, there's someone, of course, it's a blog. Let me show you. Let me take you to the blog and show you his writings. Okay. So we're going to read one of his writings today so that you can see the mindset of the creator of the blog. We'll round up with that. Okay. But he's a good person because you can know a good person from from what they do and the content of what they share, right?
Isn't it another brain?
Isn't it? I don't know what.
And brainwashing that song.
See, he did mention that. He did mention that when they knew about the Bitcoin, they tried to devalue it. So if they find out about this person, don't you think that they will do this? So the person has to be anonymous.
Yes, person is anonymous. He's anonymous. Yes. He's anonymous. People don't like. Let me tell you something. Is it? Yes, the Holy Spirit is anonymous. Can you see the Holy Spirit? You can't see him. But without the Holy Spirit, nothing will happen. Nothing will exist on this earth. Without the Holy Spirit, we can't do nothing on earth. So we need that. You understand? That's the only way we can exist. Same thing when it comes to money issue, our money or our assets, our values. We have to protect it. Yes.
But you're making your money.
So there's a new. Okay, this is a video.
No, you clarify. Mr. Fred.
Yes.
She's not clarified. I said I'm saying to you, keep an open mind, but this is not the usual. This information.
This is the latest blog post from the admin. This is just the latest blog post. You can see this is July. No, that's not him, please. So TBC is unbelievable leverage. You're not going to find leverage like this in any other system on earth today. Not this kind of leverage. That's why I am excited. Okay, that was what that man Paul was saying. Peter, what's his name? Paul. That should be Paul. Paul Fisher, yeah. The true value of TBC is based on the number of living men and living women that join us in agreement as members. We simply measure that value in gold. See?
Okay.
Gold.
Okay, so every person that joins is equivalent to
It's adding a grain of gold to the price. That's all. It's not a difficult. It's not like a secret society or whatever.
Because the way that affects the society.
Just a community. For organization. You know what I mean? For organization and for adoption.
Those trusted outside are making it like
They wouldn't have access to your money again, don't you think so? There's no in their favor. If we are all investing.
This is another article that came out yesterday from every day the blogs are there. That's how you communicate through the blog like this. Finish. That's all we know about him.
Bro,
The choice.
The set line.
Please take the short line and look at. Just press it. You see the number.
This one.
Yes. Look at the blog post that came out yesterday too. He said the choice. This is the admin. If you go to the blog, you understand who the admin, the mindset of the man, and wealth of information you have, their resources. There was a comparison. He was comparing job, business, and TBC. Job, business, and TBC. He said the choice is yours where you earn an income. Right? Long-term security. Well, that you cannot guarantee from job, you cannot guarantee for business. From TBC, long term, it is designed for long term, but you can't tell whether the elite, you know what I mean? But it's a long term guarantee. Said guaranteed payments. Yes, jobs, you get guaranteed payment, right? Your business, is there guarantee? Even TBC. There's no guarantee. If you're not educated, there's no guarantee that you get money out of it. Health plus benefits. Jobs, you can get for jobs, right? Business and TBC, there's no guarantee. Flexible schedule. That one, you can't decide that one. You can't decide when, I won't work. No. There's no flexible schedule for you there and all that. For TBC, flexible schedule. Flexibility means that you do it at your own time. right? You can sell your coin. It's about selling. Sell your coin to anybody, anywhere in the world. You don't have to come to the office to do your thing or whatever. Instant daily pay. No, you have a job, so they pay you every day. TBC, you can get instant pay. Someone can buy any amount today and get the money now and use it for what you want to use it for now. Okay. Can do work online. It's not clear with people, with jobs, even with your own business. But TBC, with TBC, you can do work online. You can just do in your house and educate people from anywhere in the world, get them the coin, right? Flexibility of choosing associates. Do you choose your people you work with in the office? Even in the business, yeah, you can decide. Well, it's not too. When it comes to partnership or your business, it's also not too clear. But when it comes to TBC, you can choose who you want to work with. I'm working with Mr. Isaac, for example, and two partners all over the world. We choose to work together, right? So we have comprehensive training, fast track to 6 figures. So you can see the advantages, of the TBC over business, your business, and working for somebody. All of them. You see TBC. See how it is. Tend to become boring. Your job definitely will tend to become boring at some time. Even your business. But TBC is money. How can money become boring to you? Can money become boring to you or whatever? So if you go to the blog, you will see the mindset. Let us read what the admin said about this post. He said, there was a time, I want you to hear the mindset of the man now, right? There was a time in human history that having a job was a preferred way to earn a living. Back then, you as an employee had all the assurance of earning reasonable monthly income, even as a low-skilled laborer, and pension plans were embedded in stone for retirement. Dignity could be found in having a job, and plenty of job opportunities existed. Let's face it, times have changed, haven't they? Right? Yeah. Let me show you. See, jobs have now become scarce. Insecure and pensions will soon become non-existent. Is it not it's okay, said? Is it not an employee-friendly word anymore? It is not an employee-friendly word anymore, right? I think the chart above makes the point very clear that having a job today is not where you want to earn your income. Here, we don't teach you to just work and answer. No, here we teach you to become an entrepreneur. Teach you to become an entrepreneur. You're actually making money for yourself. Are you getting it now? Okay, then it comes down to either earning an income in TBC or in a business. The chart above says it all, doesn't it? Business, no assurance. Let's talk about risk. Okay, that's the YouTube.
No, the camera, the smart camera.
So when I'm speaking, okay. If you want to earn income through a business, you will have to invest money upfront before you can earn. Is that true? Is that true? He said, if you want to.
Ben, when you finish talking, you need to put your hand on. When you finish talking, remove your hand. If not, I can't hear here. You understand? You put your hand on it, then you release your hand. The person is there.
Sorry, take down your voice a little bit. Okay, we're in a live broadcast here. Thank you. If you want to earn 50% commission, you see 50% commission. We don't anything we do here is it. If you want to earn 50% commission income All you have to do is partner up with one of the broadcasters, like me. I'm a broadcaster, you know what I mean? Or your TBC sponsor and get started. Risk-free if you choose. Risk-free. Most will choose to risk 110 in TBC to get started because it is easier to duplicate success. But you don't have to take that risk if you don't want to take it. So if you go through the blog post, you'll see the mindsets of the admin. You know what I mean? You see the mindset of the admin about jobs, owning a job, doing your own business, and being a TBC member. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. The income opportunity in TBC exists today because admin needs help in distributing the TBC coin worldwide. Are you listening now? So because it needs help in distributing the coin, you get paid. You get coins in the course of the distribution. We are almost through. So you will give you the blog, you go and educate yourself, go to the blog, educate yourself, read it. You can see the truth. Everybody can see the truth. Truth is one. Truth is when you hear truth, there's peace. Are you getting what I'm saying? There's peace in the heart. That's truth. Truth brings comfort. Truth brings hope. That's what TBC does. TBC brings comfort. TBC brings hope to a dying, decaying system. So we're going to stop here today. I'll see you in our next broadcast. I want to thank everybody in the office today for your time. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned a thing or two. Yeah, from everybody. Thank you, guys. Bye. See you sometime.